All right. Welcome to the Off the Rails Sports Podcast. I am your host, John. And if you could, hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to us. We're going to go over what happened in the world of sports on Thursday. And actually, it was a pretty busy day, considering we're in the middle of August and NFL football hasn't started out. But talking about NFL football, one of the biggest trades we've seen in the last couple years, Micah Parsons, the disgruntled defensive end linebacker superstar for the Dallas Cowboys, was traded tonight to the Green Bay Packers for a contract for 4 years, $188 million. We'll get into the details of the contract in a minute. But I really just don't even understand what's going on here. I thought it was all bluff poker. To be totally honest, Dan Orlovsky of ESPN was calling that he wasn't going to play for him. I just thought that was just pie in the sky. I didn't think that was even realistic. I thought we were going to see a situation like CeeDee Lamb or Dak Prescott where it was going to get done right before the season started. Obviously, I was incorrect. Here is what I do not understand. Jerry Jones traded Micah for 2 first-round picks from the Green Bay Packers in 26 and 27, and defensive tackle Kenny Clark, who after this year is owed no guaranteed money, which let's not get into that too much right now. Micah, 4 years in the league, 52 and a half sacks, 4 times a Pro Bowler, 2 times All-Pro, and a force to be reckoned with. Truly one of the 2 or 3 best defensive players in the NFL. Jerry Jones went on to say this makes us better, this makes us more viable in the playoffs. It's bullshit. And what you're saying is the 2 draft picks aren't going to be transferable to this year. So you're telling me you're better off with Kenny Clark than Micah Parsons. There's something going on in Dallas between Nico Harrison and Jerry Jones that when it comes time for a trade, they got their heads in their butts. They don't know what they're talking about. You know, maybe we could have traded Micah Parsons for Anthony Davis. Hell, what the hell, right? God, there's something in the water down there. There's something in the water, I'll tell you. Jerry Jones is 84. He has survived some serious cancer scares. He said he survived only because of an experimental drug. True, not true, I don't know. I hope it's true. How many more years does he have left? I mean, what is he making, a 5-year plan? Jesus Christ, don't you want to win another Super Bowl that you can claim you actually had some part of without stealing credit from Jimmy Johnson like you did in the Netflix series? It doesn't make any sense. If I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm like, oh, man, I feel your pain. And even though I was wrong, I was angry at Boston management, Red Sox management, when we traded Rafael Devers. San Francisco has the worst record in the league since they acquired him. We're 12 games over 500 since we got him off our books. I still wish we had Rafael Devers. I think we're going to pay for it come playoff time. But you got to take the wins where you get them. The Green Bay rolls into Dallas in week 4. Should be must-see TV. Does this make Green Bay a lot better? Hell yeah, it does. They only had to give up Kenny Clark. Okay. The 2 draft picks don't matter this year. They don't. And Green Bay has always been very hesitant to give up draft stock. Well, but you got one of the 2 or 3 best defensive players in football. It's just a no-brainer. I don't understand what Jerry could have been thinking. All right. I guess we'll see. But let's get into the details of the Micah Parsons contract. $188 million. We all know it's funny money in the NFL. 120 fully guaranteed as of this moment. 136 in total guarantees. He's going to play this year, so that's how he gets to the 136. And let's just see how that goes. I think this does vault the Green Bay to number 1 in the NFC North. I still believe in Detroit. I know. But man, this is a huge trade. I just can't even give. I mean, what's Jerry waiting for? You only have so many more years left on this rock, man. Don't you want to win another title? Don't you at least want to be able to, to sit in the owner's box at the Super Bowl instead of have to buy a goddamn ticket? All right, in the MLB, let's talk about Kyle Schwarber, third player this year to hit 4 home runs in a game. Suarez and Wilson for the Athletics have both done it. Wow. That guy is on fire. I saw it tonight against Atlanta. It was just like the mercy rule, man. He just kept smashing. We also had a lot of NCAA football in week 1 on Thursday night. Minnesota looked pretty good against a very formidable Buffalo team. They beat them 23-10. I really enjoyed all the homages and the celebrations for the Minnesota slain in that horrible school shooting the day before. South Florida beat Boise State 34-7. Rutgers got a much-needed win. Well, they might get over that total of 4. 34-31 over Ohio. And North Carolina State beat East Carolina 24-17. So there we go, right? Let's get to what happened in the league, the MLB. Red Sox took the final game there, 3-2 against the Orioles, getting ready. They got Hicks. Hicks got the win, 2-7, 6.3 ERA. But now they're getting ready for the Pirates. I was texting with Brian, and he goes, man, we could sweep the Pirates. We can get them, even if Skeens is out there. Crochet solidified his attempt to win the Cy Young. 7 strong innings, only 2 earned runs. Impressive. The Diamondbacks beat the Brewers. Brewers finally lost 6-4. And Astros beat the Rockies. Rockies still stuck on 38. 4-3. B King. I don't know. King. 4-3 with a 2.9 ERA. Cardinals beat the Pirates 4-1. Good. Let's get the Pirates in that slump mode before they roll into Fenway. Leahy gets the win. The Giants swept the Cubs. Whoa, what happened there? They swept the Cubs 4-3. Walker gets the win. Phillies in the Kyle Schwarber let's do the home run derby dance. 19-4. Nola gets the win. He's only 3-7 this year. Every time I've seen him like 3 times this year. I guess I must have caught the 3 best outings he had this year, because that don't look like no 3-7 guy with a 6.47 ERA. Marlins upset the Mets 7-4, and the Yankees smashed down on the White Sox 10-4. The White Sox have an outstanding 48 wins, 10 wins more than the Rockies. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, that's it for Off the Rails Sports Podcast. We'll be back this weekend with more up-to-date sports. And I still don't understand what Jerry's thinking. I mean, how do you make a better team with losing number 11, Micah Parsons? But that's what it is. All right, we'll see you soon on Off the Rails Sports Podcast.